When I was growing up in childhood, always at least, I've been hearing and I've heard so many times that your outer look is very important. People see how fair you are, how thin you are, and they used to judge me so much for that, or even my friends for that matter. And every time you eat something more, people will say, "Oh, why are you eating so much? You will become fat." And it got stuck in my head so much that I could never come out of it. Like, you eat more, you become fat. You need to look good so that everybody can appreciate you. You need to be like this so that everybody can value you. Everything had that comparison note, and you had nobody to kind of talk about it or ask, like, why are we growing up like this? The culture was like that. And when you see amongst everybody were like that. Like, the children were like either competitive with each other, because parents said to each other that, if you study only, you get a good life. If you don't study, you don't have a life. And if you need to be good, you need to do this. It was running back to back with tuitions, with things like that. And everywhere it was almost like you didn't have any voice of yours. It was always being comparison with someone here, someone there, some cousin here, some friends there. There was not a day or time that I could feel that I am myself. And I'm sure this can be related with you as well when you were growing up. And those were the memories, or those were the things that sometimes made us to do better in life, or it stopped us from not doing anything in life. How do you feel about it today? Now when I stand here and I look back, those days I could have done much, much better, but I can't rewind and I cannot go back to the past to rewrite it. What I can do is, I can do something now to make myself better today, to make it beautiful for tomorrow. Those people who said you can never be anything, today they look at me and say, "Oh, you're so bold, you can talk like this, you can do this, you can paint like this." But those days they never felt anything from that. Like, it was always like, you can't do anything, you are good for nothing, you have no skills and talents. If you don't study, you're useless. Of course, I didn't do my exams well, I didn't do my test well, but you know what? Those things, when I think now, it's fine. But that day, it was not fine. That day I was struggling very hard. I was struggling hard to study. I was struggling hard to make sure that my marks were good to move to the next grade. I was struggling hard to see where I am or who I can be. And even when I finished school, I was like, oh, my friends all got good places because they studied, because of what their parents said and did. And of course, my parents also said to study. I didn't use the time to study. That was with me for a long time, until I started to see the world in a different way. I started to meet people who were encouraging me to be who I am. They asked me to let go of things. They asked me to remove the baggages. And wherever I removed, I was able to let it go freely. It was not like a leech stuck to me. I was able to pull it out. I was able to throw it away. I'm not stuck with, like, you have to study to become like this. Your being is who you are, and you can be authentic in that. You don't have to have a double face. And the childhood trauma, whatever we have been through, I see it as a learning experience for me. I let out all of those emotions. I got to myself that those were the past in my life. I don't have to stick with it. My present is beautiful. My future is amazing. And I can grow up if I desire to be. What are you desiring in yourself? Whom do you want to become? It's in your hands. You can make it happen. Do it today. If you have any questions, you need any help, you need a listening ear, speak to me. I'm happy to help you.